Hello everyone, my name is Zach, and welcome to the speedrunning tutorial that I will now be showing you guys for Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach, how to get the bad Vanny ending. So, click the new game and whatnot. You can watch this if you want to. I'm not going to though. I'm just going to skip it because I really don't need to watch it again. Anyway, so now you get to this screen where Freddy is booting up and everything, and while he is booting up, you can just simply wait a few seconds until he finally, opens up his eyes or whatever, and you can see through him, as Gregory can see through him, basically. There you go. So there you go, he's talking to himself and whatnot, and pretty much you're just in control now of him. But that's only because Gregory's inside of him, who just spoke finally. So Gregory's inside of his chest cavity, and Freddy's like, what the hell was going on? Like, where are you? And he's like, and Gregory tells him while you were asleep, I got in. And then Freddy says, like, no, you can't be in there. That's not safe because it's for birthday cakes and pinatas. Like he just said there. And then he kicks you out, basically, so you have to hit E, get out of him. He scans you, but he can't find out who in the heck you are. And besides that, he also cannot basically help you because of that. Well, not really like the way you think. So, next you go to the window. Security guard Vanessa's right there. She's looking for him. And Gregory doesn't trust her because something's different about her. So you get a fast watch from Freddy because you got to go and pretty much explore it to be able to get out. Then he sends you a message. You can read it if you want. I'm not going to bother. So I hit the button. When he finishes talking, you can hit the button to be able to get out into his little hall. So you hit the button. You can wait for him to say something, but I didn't decide to. I didn't want to hear Gregory say he's scared of the dark or whatever. So then I walked up. You can hit... you can close that instruction card. You can save your spot where you are right now at this very moment because it's still the beginning of the game, so you might want to save it just in case. Once you have saved it, you need to go up these boxes and into the vents. Now, once you're in the vents, here's the thing. So, Roxy is going to be the first one that you see, and she's obviously going to talk. You can, obviously look at her, but I decided not to. I just skipped her, and I went over the way to Chica. You got to pass Gator's room. He sounds like he's having a fit. You find Chica, who's just rocking out on her guitar. As you can see again, she's just rocking out still. So then you have to go to the side, you keep on going straight till you see the music notes, and then you get out of the vent, and that's when the intercom starts talking. So then you have to go all the way down to Freddy's room, past Chica, Gator, and Roxy. And once you get to Freddy's room, you can literally look through the window right here, and then you see the motherfucker looking all actually like a creepy-ass motherfucker. While the intercom is still talking, it really is fucking creepy as hell to watch him do that. Anyway. So, once that's done, you can just basically go over to the side, and basically, the door won't open, so you have to go to the gate that I just looked at. You get that photo pass right straight on through it. Once you get the photo pass, you can then head on back to Freddy's room, and the door will open, and when it does, he'll be waving at you. You can hop into his chest cavity and go right to the staff tunnels that were next to that gate. So he tells you to get back into the chest cavity, and boom. Once you're in, you then go, and you head to the staff tunnels, and once you get to the staff tunnels, which I took a second to find, once you get to the staff tunnels, you can just go straight through them, and once you go straight through, you gotta go to the right, go down the stairs, keep on going, and eventually you're gonna hear Vanessa saying, like, little boy, where are you? I'm trying to help you, blah, 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 but she's not trustworthy. But before that happens, you see the staff bot who's going at, like, 1 frame a second for some fucking reason. He's creepy as hell. Boom, see Vanessa. Gregory doesn't trust her, and he's, saying like, oh my gosh, she's down here. Freddy tells him, don't worry. As long as we are traveling together and you're inside me, you're safe. But I cannot be sent back to my room, otherwise I cannot help you because you won't get out to the lobby before midnight. You go into this room, and then all of a sudden Freddy says, oh my god, you're broken. And Gregory says, don't worry about it, I'm fine. And he takes you, I'm taking you to the first aid station.
Something is wrong.
And so you go, and you have to head straight into there, and while you're in there, Vanessa's going to talk to Freddy and say some stuff to him. You can hear them talking and everything, and then when they're done, you hop right on out, you go back to the staff tunnels, you keep going straight until you find that set of stairs that you just saw a second ago, and you keep going up and up and up them. While you're going up them, all of a sudden it's going to say low power, so you're going to have to basically get kicked out while Freddy goes into the recharge station and tells you he's sorry and everything. And that's when you have to go ahead and collect the duffel bag, save your spot, and then you go through those doors that I'm looking at right then and there. And basically, once you have gotten this, as in you save your spot, and you get the duffel bag and whatnot, and wait for it, he's gonna go into here. So then he's gonna go in there. Gregor doesn't want to do it alone, but it's fine. So then you go through the doors, and all of a sudden you go down the hall. Chica will be in the bathroom. You hit the cans right there to cause a distraction, and then you go right back on in, and you go straight through the bathroom, and then you go out to the left, and then you go and save your spot after you continue a bit from that area. Once you save it, you then have to go through those double doors that look like they have Freddy eyes right above them. And right after you go through those doors, Montgomery Gator is going to show up like he just did, and you're going to have to run down the hall the opposite way, and eventually Chica's going to show up, and you got to conserve your sprinting, guys. Conserve your sprint, especially after she shows up. You got to conserve it, you got to run up the stairs, and every time you get to that little platform after the stairs, conserve your sprint. And then eventually you'll get up to the top, you go to the right, you go into the security office, and when you're in there, Freddy will talk to you. He's going to talk to you for a few seconds. You hit a button, you get access to the cameras, and then you have to basically look in the cameras to find your exit point to get right past Chica to be able to get to the other side through two sets of doors to be able to get to the lobby. After you look through the cameras, you can get out through the other door of the security office. You go through these two sets of double doors after getting all the gifts and everything, and after that you are then now in the main lobby. You can try running all the way to the doors when the intercom is going off, but it's not going to work. He initiated nighttime protocols, you're still stuck in there, so now you have to go continuing to that side where you will find the save your spot thing right there. You'll find the save your spot and you'll find a gift. You get the gift, save your spot, and then you go right through into the big ass area. Once you're in the big ass area, you gotta go up and go to the Glam Rock gifts all the way to the right. Sorry, my bad. Once you get to the Glam Rock gifts all the way to the side on the right, you gotta go in and you gotta just do what I do. You gotta go straight, like avoid the bot, go through it, and then you go past the guard, you go downstairs, you get the hippo magnet, and then you go right back upstairs.
Fridge magnet?
After you get the fridge magnet, you gotta go right back up, go right up back through the room, go all the way to the left this time in the main big ass area. And you go through those double doors, and then you gotta go downstairs after collecting a double bag if you want. And after you put your pass in there, boom, it's gonna eat your pass. So that's where the magnet has to come in handy, and you put the magnet on there to get a daycare pass. And that is where things get trickier. So the machine got scrambled from the magnet. You got the daycare pass, so you have to go through those double doors for the daycare pass. And once you get inside, there will be two doors on the right. Go through the second door on the right to get a duffel bag, and then come back out and go straight again the way you were coming. So right there, that gate. You gotta go straight to it. Once you get through it, boom, here you are. And now Freddy's obviously saying what he's saying. You can't find anything in this room, so you have to go sliding down this tunnels where you'll see this motherfucker, who's a creepy ass looking guy, the Sun and Moon animatronic. He still actually kind of scares me a little bit to this day. Anyway, so after he picks you up, he starts saying all this stuff. So then you have to hit the cans to cause a distraction to get him to basically back off of you. That way you can run over to that desk, and once you get over to the desk, you can save your spot, and then you can get the flashlight and then do the security badge, or the other way around. I prefer to get the flashlight before the security badge. But once you get the security badge, the lights are going to go off, and that is where you are legitimately screwed. Because once the lights go out, the moon takes over and you cannot save your spot. So it's highly recommended you save your spot before this happens. So now that he's going to turn into the moon, you are screwed because the moon is a fucking creepy ass pedophile motherfucker who really wants to take your ass and eat you for lunch. Or well, evening or midnight snack if you know what I mean. And then you have to hit all 5 generators right then and there. After you hit all 5 generators while keeping him distracted by hitting the cans, you then leave, you go back to that security desk you just looked at, recharge your flashlight, save your spot, hit that button, and the sun's gonna find you, grab you, you're gonna be banned from the daycare, whatever. He's a fucking creepy ass piece of shit. I don't really give a shit if I'm kicked out or not. Fuck you. Go away. So after he sets you off, basically Chica and Gator are there. You have to hop into Freddy ASAP, like within the next couple seconds. Chica's right there. Now you're inside of Freddy. You have to go up the stairs that were behind him and through the path until you get to this gate right here. You can't stop no matter what. You got to get to that gate and keep going. He's then going to take over and run into the recharge station where Vanny's going to walk by you and your vision's going to get all fucked up like it is right now. When your vision's getting all fucked up like the way it is right now, that's not good. You gotta wait for Vanny to go, because that's a bad warning right there. That right there is telling you, don't let Vanny touch you or get close to you. After that, Freddy says, I don't know what you're talking about. There's no bunny, or there's not supposed to be any more. Once you get out of there, you got to go through the long hallway. You get into the elevator. You come up to this room where you have to get out of the bot. The bot jump scares you. Then get back into Freddy after taking the map. And you got to go downstairs to the left like you see me doing. And you keep going until you get to the vent near the salads and everything on the end of the room. When you get through the vents and everything, you get to this area right here. When you get to this area right here, Chica is also in it with you. So you have to get behind her, pass her into the little room, and then you got to get out of it and keep going. And there's a gift if you want to get it. It's whatever. Anyway, once you get through the room and everything, you go down the hallway and everything, you take the security badge inside the security office, and then Chica basically is about to find you. And she found you. So now she's going to be right outside of the hall, or security room I should say, waiting for you. Freddy tells you to use the pizza thing to basically distract her because she loves pizza. And Gregory's like, how's that supposed to help? And he said, you know, she loves pizza, so she's obviously gonna fall for it. So you make the pizza and everything. I just sped run this little part because, well, reasons. I didn't want to take too long to go through this, so I had it basically get sped up and everything. And after you have officially gotten the pizza put into the oven and everything, it's cooking it, boom, it's done. That's when Chica basically is going to show up, attack the robot, and boom, there you go. Now you're safe. Save your spot, recharge your flashlight, whatever you need to do, and then get out of the room and go down the stairs, get to where Chica is exactly, and then go past her into the loading dock area. Once you get into the dock area, which you're about to see me get to, so see, boom, exit the dock. Once you get into it, you need to go up to there, but you can't exit because it's level 7 security clearance, and you don't have that. And Freddy's like, that's not supposed to be how it's not supposed to be like that. It's supposed to be a lot less. Someone changed the control, so you have to go to the left, go through this door, and you have to avoid Chica while trying to get to the exit for the level. The exit for the level is what you can see right there to the left. You have to get to that area, and no matter what, if you get spotted, just keep running, keep running, keep running. Eventually, this is gonna happen. This little cutscene. The bot's gonna try and give you the map, but then Vanessa is gonna grab him, move him out of the way, and got you. Boom, done. She puts you in Lost and Found, and your ass is basically stuck in there until you wake up, and that's when you have to wake up. You go to the side, you get the gift after all the talking and everything. Once you get it, you got a screwdriver. So you open up the vent, you quickly hit crouch, you hop into the vent, and then you hit E on that vent, let it go down, back up a little bit, and you wait for Vanny to go by. Vanny, who you can see in just a few seconds, is going to go by, and as you can see, your vision gets fucked up. She is trying to find you because she is evil and pretty much trying to kill you. Because of something. I don't even know why. She's just trying to kill you. I really don't know the problem. Anyway, so after she is gone, you need to go up those escalators again and get back to that elevator, and you need to go back up. Like literally, you need to go back up the elevator and get out. Once you have, you'll be inside the atrium or whatever. And once you're back into the atrium, you then need to pretty much save your spot and then go down that hall to that construction area, and you're going to need to go left into the gate, which you'll see me do in just a second. And there we go, I saved the spot, and then I go through that gate to the left within the next couple seconds. There we go. Anyway, so now that you're going through that gate, you got to keep on going, and there's going to be a bot there and Roxy who are trying to find you, and they're right next to that little area right there with the boxes. So, the bot's going to come back. I hid myself because I didn't want him to fucking find me. He then goes away, and when he does, I immediately got out of the tab. I, just got out of the hidey spot. I got up. The bot almost saw me, but it didn't. You hop over those boxes, everything. Boom, there's Freddy. Right on the ground at 2:15 a.m., just laying there. And that's where you're going to have to go to parts and service.
There you are.
So he's going to talk to you for a minute, and then you can go, or while he's talking to you, you can actually walk away from him, which is what I do in just a second.
And have been trying to get parts and service.
Now, come on.
Something is wrong.
Okay. So basically, you can walk away and do what I do. Just walk away, go over to this little area here. You can get a gift, which is something to do with Roxy, I think. And after you get that, go back to Freddy, and he'll tell you to go to the door behind him to the side.
That is really the only way I know how. Use that door behind me.
Yeah, so he's going to tell you to use the door behind him to the side. That way you can get on through up to the maintenance area. Or, well, no, you're going to go back to the area with all the rooms in the hall.
Entering rest mode.
Boom. There you go.
I'll do my
Now,
best.
once you've gotten to this room, you have to keep on going and keep on going. Eventually, when you get out of the door, after hearing Roxy right there, you're going to get through into this dark room. And once you're in the dark room, that is where you are going to see some bots with Roxy. Just crouch and sprint when the bots aren't close and whatnot, and you can get through. Just keep on going until you get to that set of double doors. Save your spot, and then get the gift and the duffel bag if you want. The gift will have a battery upgrade for your flashlight, and the duffel bag is just going to have a simple letter, note, whatever thing. So, well, there's actually there's a second gift actually in another room inside that area that you can get to easily without having to go back to the bots. That will give you the flashlight upgrade. Anyway, so you continue, and then you go to that red sign on the door right there in this area with the rooms. Once you get into here, you got to go up the stairs. And don't worry about crouching or anything. Gator and nobody else are in here. So you just got to keep on going until you get to here. You keep going through, and then you're in this little room right here where you will have to hit buttons on the doors to basically shock the animatronics from hitting them. And then when you activate that security badge thing right there, boom, you set off an alarm. Once you have set off this alarm, you're going to have to shock the animatronics from touching the thing. Freddy says he can communicate again. And after all that, you then need to go ahead and just get ready, you know, like just recharge your flashlights. And once you recharge the flashlight, make sure you can shock the animatronics and then go ahead and hit each and every single button that Freddy is going to be, like, you know, above. Because there's going to be a monitor showing him. You hit those buttons and he gets through like you just saw me doing. Save your spot after all of that. And after it is saved, you're going to have to go back into that atrium area. So basically you follow him to the lift, and once you get out of the room and up there to where it is, you're then going to be told you have to go up the escalator to the 3rd floor and use that security disc to basically trigger their showtime thing. Now, this same atrium, I believe the atrium is the same place that the concerts take place in, where you can see Freddy, like, obviously, like, he's down below or something. And they all hop onto this lift right here to come up and do their show. Then again, I could be wrong. I don't really know, nor do I really care. Because that's not the point of this video. The point of this video is to show you guys how to speedrun this. So he tells you to go up to that 3rd floor balcony where that green thing is. And when you get to that floor, you need to go onto that little platform and use the disc to save yourself and Freddy to go down on the lift, downstairs to the very bottom floor, where you will then need to do a whole lot of shit. So, yeah, just do what I'm doing right here. Avoid all the lights, avoid all the bots and everything. And eventually, you can get up to just, you know, like, avoid Gator there. He's on top of that thing. And you go up here. Now, be extremely careful. Keep crouching and use all the hiding advantages you can. Make sure when you get to that safe spot, you save your spot. And then boom, you get up to here on the 3rd floor after quite a bit of time of avoiding Chica and Roxy. You can use the disc by putting it into that thing. That's a showtime disc that you're inserting. Once it's been inserted, the sound goes off. You have to run back down to Freddy. You can save your spot if you want to, like I do in just a second. Or you could just not do that. And instead, what you do is you just keep on going until you get onto the lift with Freddy after going down all the stairs and everything and avoiding all of the animatronics and whatnot. And after you get onto the lift with Freddy, you press the button and you go down to parts and service.
The lift will take us down to parts and service.
Now, once you're going down, it's just you and Freddy until the moon shows up within a few seconds. The moon is trying to get to you this time. And he's going to be able to get to you if you're not careful. So Freddy tells you to go to the recharge station and you have to follow him. When the escalator gets all the way down, or I should say lift, when the lift gets all the way down, you gotta avoid the moon, go through the gate, And once you get through the gate, sorry for me constantly flicking the light, it's just to try and reset them like I do in Final F2 with Foxy. You gotta get into here, and once you're in here, Freddy's gonna be knocked the fuck down by the moon, and the moon's gonna drag him, and he can't get to you, and he knows that, so he's gonna take Freddy and drag him into the protective cylinder that you will see in just a minute or two. So, now he is trapped in there. You need level 4. You don't got it, which causes you and prompts you to what's about to happen in just a few seconds. So, basically you got to go down the hall. You got to get a jump scare to get the map, and then you got to go through to the save your spot area. Save your spot. Go through the gate.
Thank you.
And after Gregory says that, you save your spot, like I just said a second ago, and then the gate goes up. You go through that gate, and that's going to prompt you to recharge your flashlight. It's highly recommended you recharge your flashlight, even if it's only a little down. Recharge your flashlight, no matter what, right here. And then you run into this little gate right here, and there was some lag right there. That's why it took a second. You go through, and that's when this weeping angel kind of animatronic thing basically wakes up. Now, don't worry. No matter what happens, only when you're not looking will they move. And no matter what, no matter how close you get to them, as long as you're looking at them, they will not move and touch you. So you can, no matter what, walk by them, and no matter what, you can always hit E to hide in whatever, no matter what. Even if they're looking directly at you, you can still hide. So basically, you got to go through that vent. You got to go through all this little area here. Animatronic, keep him still. You gotta push the button that I'm about to, boom, right there, that button right there. You're gonna have to quickly turn, hit the button. Oh, turn, hit the button. There you go. Now he's not moving. So basically, I was trying to see where he was gonna look at. So there you go.
This is what you look like inside?
Gregory says what he says.
I like you better
And
with
then
your shot.
you go, you hit this button here after quite a bit of searching. And once you've hit that button, you just got to keep on going, keep on going. You get into this room, you can relax. The creepy shell guys cannot open it. So go to that badge head, hit it, and then go right back to that door because you're going to want to go right out immediately when this is done. So boom. See, all of them are awake. So you got to hide right in there, hit the camera thing, and boom. Watch as they all go up to that thing, but then they walk away. Once they've all left and walked away, you can go and recharge your flashlight and save your spot. Now, like an idiot, I did not let them keep going, and instead I came out at the worst ever second. That's what caused him to all of a sudden show the fuck up with one of his friends, which meant I was kind of screwed unless I hid again, but I decided to go back through the vent and keep on going back to that gate, all the way back to where Freddy is, and that animatronic in the vents comes back, so don't worry about that. So you're going to have to run from him. Anyway. So, you finally get to that double door there, after the vent and everything, with the animatronic inside. You get to here, and you hear Vanessa talking to Freddy. And Freddy manages to trick her a little bit, honestly, by just being honest and saying some stuff, and also lying to her at the same time. And you can listen to this entire conversation.
I will go look for him now.
His name is Gregory. You know how
So, you can hear her saying all this, and if at this point correctly in the game, if you have not been killed once or anything, at the point that you get to this part in the game, it should only be a solid 30 to 45 minutes to 50 minutes. Which means this is literally one of the fastest endings you can get in the entire game, due to what you can do. So you gotta wait for her to leave.
I gotta find that kid.
He tells her, don't leave me like this. She leaves and goes through Roxy's door. Once she has gone through Roxy's door, you're then allowed into the room because you want to avoid her at all costs. So, there you go. The doors are open. Freddy's there. You can go and get the gift if you want to the side. Get the power upgrade, and then you got to go through this entire setup system thing where you have to pretty much click on colors and everything. Don't click anything else except for the colors. Don't even click until the colors pop up. Then you click the colors in the correct order and everything and whatnot. And after all of that is done, make sure you're not a pixel off or a second earlier, or make sure you're only a little late. As in, you click the thing, then don't click again. You got to go through this entire system, and once it is all done, you can get out, and Freddy then comes out, and boom. You're then stuck
Is
here
there anything
while
that
they're
can use to
talking
stop
for
the
a
other
solid
bots?
30 seconds or so, so I had to cut it. And here we go. You can then get all the duffel bags in front of the doors, and you go through Roxy's door, you go through the elevator, and you get up to here. Get out of her room, and boom. Now you gotta go to Freddy's room, go up to the vents, and you keep going until you get back to Chica's room. Be careful, the freaking creepy animatronic comes back. Once you get that party pass, then the moon shows up, and that's not the good part at all. So then you have to summon Freddy to come and get your ass immediately after doing that, and you get into Freddy, and then you go into a recharge station inside of Freddy, right outside of Chica's room, and once you're inside that recharge station, you are safe, because it's basically about to be 4 a.m. So you get to the recharge station. I got stuck on something for like 1 second. There we go. Done. Moon is gone. Now, you go and you get back into this area here where the party pass. You go straight down that area to the gate, and then you get to here eventually after like a few seconds of walking around. You get to basically here. You go through, and now you have to find the Freddy Faz Blaster area. Once you've gotten to it, when you go to the right, you find this guy. You have to get out of Freddy, give him the pass, and once you've given him the pass, basically, you gotta give it to him. The elevator doors will open, allowing you to basically be able to go inside. So, you go back into Freddy, who for some reason rotated a little bit. Once you've gotten back into him, open up those elevator doors, get in, get out of Freddy, hit that button, and then hop back into Freddy, and wait for the other elevator doors to open. This is taking you to Faz Blast, where you can either do this or Monty Golf. I decided to do this though, because this is what leads you to the ending if you want to get it. So once you've gotten in, you then just do what I do. Don't go to that no entry door, even though I did for like a second because I thought it would work. You go into here, you open up this gift right here, and then you continue down that hall to the right, and you will be able to get into here. Freddy all of a sudden says they know you're here, get the security upgrade and get out. Collect the duffel bag. And then after you collect the duffel bag, you then recharge your flashlight if you really want to. I decided to do it anyway. And then you hit the security badge head. And once that is done, it gives you security 4 clearance. Once you get the security 5 clearance, my bad. Once it gives you the security level 5 clearance, you then go back to Freddy, you summon him over to you, you get into him, and then you walk him through into the Faz Blast waiting area where there will be a bot waiting for you to give you the instructions. So, once you've gotten to here, he's talking to you. Low power, get out of Freddy. You don't want to be him at low power. You could, but you don't want to be. Now, collect the gift right here if you really want to. I decided to get it just because I can. And after you collect the gift, don't worry, you're almost done. You then have to get off of that. You can avoid the instructions, get over to here, keep on going, put on the Faz Blast and everything, like the helmet, and grab the blaster. Once you have grabbed the blaster and you put on the helmet and you close that instruction card, you then go ahead, close out of these 2 cards, I should say. Then you gotta go to the, I believe, go through the middle and you walk. Don't shoot because you're gonna have to conserve that because it's pretty easy to drain. You keep on going until you get to the elevator in the path. So basically, once you've gotten to the elevator in the path, after going to the left of that one door, you get in here, you press that button, it closes, you go up, and that's when you have to go to 3 different places to capture the flag. You hit E to capture the flag, and you gotta stay there for 30 seconds on that little small circle, black circle platform, and you have to protect the flag until the 30 seconds are up. And you have to do that basically 3 times. Once you've done all that, you return your blaster, hop into here, press that button, and boom. We're almost done, guys, don't worry. So Chica will obviously be there, you gotta avoid her besides the bots. So, you go into here, you grab the golden blaster, and then you gotta go to the left where there is a vent. You go into that vent, Gregory wonders where it is, or where he goes, I mean. You keep going up it, and you go up it, and then you get out for a second, you collect the duffel bag if you want to, and then you continue your way through the vents until you get up to the very top where there is a security door. Not the way you think though. And I got stuck there for just a second, sorry about that. And I'm sorry if I'm being too loud in this, I've been doing this for a while. So now here you go, you find a secret room above the Faz Blast.
I
And also, when I say I've been doing this for a while, I mean this is like
Vanny?
literally after like maybe 7 or 8 failed attempts, like being killed, that I got to this part. So you got to go across this little bridge here, and once you get across the bridge, you don't have to go very far. I thought you'd have to go downstairs, but you actually don't, because I tested this. So you get to the end, you climb over the gate. This gate, basically. Once you have officially climbed over this gate, look at it again, hit E or whatever to open it. Once it opens, the security door will be open, and you can go right back down that bridge again, back to that security door, and you can basically head inside because it is now open. That's kind of glitching the game, but honestly, I mean, it's a bad ending, so why would you even care? Anyway, so you go into here, you can look around, there's literally nothing you can do. You can go back out of the room if you really want to, but you can't really go anywhere else. So you can look around, and then eventually hit this button, and boom, triggers the Bad Vanny ending for you guys. So, that is my tutorial on how to speedrun the Bad Vanny ending. In honesty, if you don't die or fail once, it should take you a solid maybe hour to an hour and a half, maybe a little bit less to finish the entire game from the very beginning if you do all of this. Anyway, so because of that, that is where I'm going to basically finish off this tutorial on how to speedrun. If you all enjoyed it, and this is like I said, it's a Bad Vanny ending, so it's really sad for Freddy too, because he says what he says.
You are my superstar.
After he says that, he fades away. Boom, he's gone. You win. The game is done. Credits roll. When the credits are rolling, that's how you know the game is over. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a massive thumbs up. Click that subscribe button and you click on the bell to turn on all bell notifications. And I'll see you all later. Take care. Peace out. I'm tired.